This week, it's an exciting week. We've got to do the finishing touches for the MOT. I've got a couple of bits on the list to do, and we're going to go ice blasting. We're going to get the underneath of this car ice blasted so we can see what true state the car is in underneath, because at the moment there's just so much muck on it that I could just replace everything because it all looks tired, worn out, etc. So that's going to be interesting. See how we get on with that. But first, finish the car off, take it for an MOT, retest, and fingers crossed. As you saw on one of the previous videos, the bonnet nearly hit me on the head, so I thought before I go any further, I'm going to take the opportunity to replace these gas struts. So here's a quick video to show you how I did that. Quite an easy job, just a case of removing the push-on fix washer off the end of each shaft and slide them out, replacing the gas strut. Job done. In terms of emissions wise, for now, because obviously I've got to fix the general running issue, but I'm just going to chuck some of this in, see what it does. It's a pre-emissions test treatment. See whether it's any good. A recap of where we're at then. Tyres done, windscreen wipers done, position lamp not working. That was, I think, the fog light, because there's nothing wrong with the headlight. I don't think you need a fog light on the front to pass an MOT, but hey, I've done it anyway. Indicator not working, near side rear. Well, that was a lot bigger than I expected, but that's done. Fog lamp switch missing. That was user error, so I'll show the guy next time. Anti-roll bar brackets not secure, a couple of bolts missing, my fault, sorted. Brakes binding on the rear, sorted. Well, I say sorted, we've put new brake calipers, discs, etc. on. Driver's door can't be opened from the inside, I've done that. So near enough there now. Exhaust emissions, I've put in some of that product. I'll have a look online to see what fuel is the best. I've been putting super in anyway. Presumably the best super unleaded will be for the best emissions, if that's if what they say is true when they do the adverts. So I'll have a look at that, give it a good run, make sure it's as clean as I can get it. So the last bit is to bleed the brakes, get some pressure in there, and fingers crossed it'll all work. So yeah, finally feel like I'm getting somewhere. Right, plan of attack here is to fill up here and then undo the bleed nipples on each corner one by one, just to get some fluid flowing through. I won't bother pumping it, I'm on my own at the moment. I'll just get the fluid in the system with no air, and then I'll do a bleed at the end. I'll top that right up. Obviously the essential thing is to not let it empty out before I top it up again, otherwise we'll have to start again. The other obvious thing is to not get any of this product on the paint, because it's very good paint stripper. Unfortunately, I don't own a 9mm spanner. These bleed nipples are 9mm, so I have got a 9mm socket, and thankfully it does fit on, but it's not ideal. We'll get by. Now just wait. Just got this machine here, which just sucks through the so it's sort of, you can bleed it on your own, sucks the fluid through. And as you can see in the bottle, we've got fluid there. Tighten it up at that for now. At least we know we've got fluid. And then I'll go to the other side and we'll go from there and work our way around lots of time. Been around the car once, bled the brakes, sucked the oil through, got rid of any air from what I could see, and actually really good pedals. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. I might try it again this afternoon, might give it a few hours. And if I can get a friend to come over or something, I'll get them to do some pumping and just do a final check. But pretty pleased with that. Time to get the wheels on, get it booked for another MOT, and I've got some cleaning to do, some special cleaning. Right, off we go, MOT time. Everything on that list has been done with the exception of the emissions. So what I've done is I've changed that rubber tube, which is sometimes believed to be the cause of the problem with the misfire when we get to higher revs, but we'll check. I'm just pulling out at the moment from the house, but I've also got it really high on this like MOT low emissions additive you can buy, so I've dosed her up on that, and hopefully, and then I'm going to get really warm, so I'm just going to turn up when the MOT's right bang on time. So last time I was there like an hour or so early and I left it with them. Oh, we've still got the so I'm going to get nice and warm, so when we turn up, bang straight into the MOT, and then we've got our best chance of getting through the emissions. Everything else should be fine. I might be getting used to the gearbox now, or the fact that I've put a .5 litre of oil in it might have helped the gear change a little bit. But yeah, she's still really not happy, the engine misfiring. Under load, just when you go past about 2,800 revs. I've got some injectors on the way. I did order some new ones, but they're on back order until March. So I have actually bought a set off eBay, which are refurbished ones. I'm not very confident with eBay because, you know, I never know whether the stuff you get is going to be any good. But I suppose it must be on the basis lots of people use eBay. Oh, it's terrible. Oh. It's a real shame that it's not. This misfire is horrific. Other than that, it feels really good because the brakes are good. I noticed how easy it is to roll in the garage now. You can just roll it by hand without any effort. It's just lovely. So hoping that it feels really good. You know, there's not really any knocking or anything like that. So yeah, just want to get the engine sorted, and then it'll be something else, and then something else. So, we now have an MOT. Oh, and relax. That just makes life so much easier because I can now take it places. Because some of this work I'm not going to be able to do myself, which is interior, for example. So at least now I can take it to somewhere, show them, get them to price it up, etc. So there's so many reasons that it just makes you feel good. It's like passing your driving test again. Right, I've given it a good run now. Probably done another 40 miles then. Still exactly the same engine wise, so anything above 2,800, strong acceleration, or even just running at high revs, you know, it's a really random misfire. So I've really no idea what it is, but I've got some new injectors coming, which I think are coming tomorrow. So I bought them on first. Well, they're refurbished, and go from there. I don't really know whether that will be the solution. It could be an electrical fault of some kind. So we'll see. The other thing I've got to deal with as a matter of urgency is the steering wheel, which feels like it's going to fall off. It's really, it's horrifically loose. So anyway, but all round a good day. So just to show you the steering wheel issue. That needs solving. As I mentioned a few times, I want to get this really clean underneath, engine bay clean, etc. So I can really see what I'm doing, rather than at the moment it's just covered in a coating of, well, whatever, oil, underseal, I don't know what it is, but I need it removing so I can see what I'm working with. So I got in touch with the blastsmith because I saw him on the Johnny Smith channel. And actually he's quite local, but I don't know the guy, so I'm going to go off there, and I've booked it in for this afternoon. We'll see what happens. The results were instant. And as you can see here, it's just coming off so nicely. It's important to note that not all cars come up this good straight away. It was just a really nice light coat of underseal, so it was coming off beautifully. So in terms of cost, this car costs about £1,000 to get done, and from my point of view, yes, it's expensive, but is it value for money? Absolutely, because to get these results for £1,000 on a car like this, you try and spend £1,000 anywhere else on the car and get such good results, it's just not going to be the same. So well worth it. That is wicked. As you can tell, I'm delighted with the finish. Yeah, I just love it. It's so nice to look underneath and see everything properly. if I want to change anything, I can change things. If I need to paint something, I can paint it. It's really, really good. So I'm going to go through more of that in the future. There's, you know, still loads and loads to do. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, etc. Share it. Spread the word if you're enjoying it. And I'll see you next week. Cheers.